right? It's like, say you don't believe in God, but say you have a family, and someone forces you to do that. Someone says, they will kill you, or they will kill your daughter, they will kill your son, right? Unless you do this to them, unless you get on top of them, right? It's like you understand the idea. It's like, right? I mean, I don't want to explain that any further. It's like, how far are you willing to go? It's like, you love your family, you love your son, you love your daughter. How far are you willing to go to protect them? Right? It's like, would you rather die before you're forced on someone that you care about, or would you do it out of pragmatism? And if you do it, would it be pragmatism, or would it be out of weakness? And which is worse, right? Which is worse, pragmatism or the weakness of spirit? And the weakness of spirit, this is not an easy thing. It's like, as hard a man as one may be, or as hard a person as one may be, man or woman, it's like, there's a limit. There's a freaking limit. Like, everyone has their limit. And something I think a lot of us would agree on is that perhaps I don't want to find my limit. I never want to be put in a situation where I'm forced to find my limit, right? It's like, to what degree is life worth living? It's like, there's certain things, it's like, I would not do such a thing, and I would rather die. Or it's like, I would rather, if there was a button, I would turn my brain off immediately before I did such a thing. Or I would suffer the worst death before I did such a thing. Before I betrayed that image, that concept, that idea, that morality. Right? How far are you willing to go? And I think the simple answer is that we all have limits. Everyone has their limit capacity, limit storage, right? Encumbered. You can't run any further. It's like, yeah, like, but what if it's not enough to simply end your life, to end your own life, or to accept to be killed? What if it's like, okay, it's not your life that's on the line, it's the life of someone else. It's like, would you rather let that person die, than to betray them in such a way? Would you reckon that it is better that they died than to live on, for how long they have to live on in such a terrible situation, than to live on with such a memory, right? Yeah, I wonder what would be better. Would it be better that you would have your loved one, shot and killed immediately, than for you to perpetrate on them in such a despicable manner? And yeah, well, that is a question. That is a question no one would want to answer. And maybe like, whatever answer you choose, maybe you choose the right answer, maybe you choose the wrong answer, and maybe you go on and you think about it, and maybe you realize you chose wrong, or maybe you think about it the other way. Maybe you wonder if you could go back, would you do it differently? Well, maybe of course you would like to go back and choose differently. Yeah, but like, what is the right answer? What is the wrong answer? And maybe there is no answer, but maybe there is just a choice, or maybe there is a right answer. There is an ultimate morality that would say, it's like, yeah, I'm very sorry for you. I'm very sorry for you. This was a very terrible situation that you had to go through, And but I'm sorry still that there was a right answer and you got it wrong. You got it wrong. You didn't make the right decision, and you have to live with it. And if you decide to end yourself, maybe that's another wrong answer. And it's like taking the easy way out. You know, maybe you made the right you made the wrong answer then, and you made the wrong answer even now. You made the wrong choice even now, and now you're going to suffer twice and double for it. And that's just that. As sorry as everything is, as sympathetic as as maybe the world would pour out its heart to you for that terrible thing which you went through, but maybe there is a right answer. And I don't think it's so easy to convince ourselves otherwise. Whether you know the right answer or not, I think you're always going to think, I didn't choose properly, I didn't choose correctly, right? You're not gonna let yourself off the hook by thinking there was no answer, right? That's the whole thing of guilt. That's the whole thing of, I wish I could go back and do things different, right? Whether there's an answer, whether there's a right answer or not, it's something you would have to live with for the rest of your life.